Hi, this is Natalie Willis of the Vintage Cross Stitch Niche, bringing you another video. It's been about a month because of the holidays and life has been busy here. So I'm bringing you another fun-filled and vintage-filled video. I have some finishes. I have something I'm working on. I have a bunch of new acquisitions to show you. We had a giveaway and I'm going to pick the winner and tell you about another giveaway. What else? I have some stuff to read. I have a magazine to go through. Oh, and I have something very special, which will be a surprise. So let's begin. First, for finishes. This is called Emmeline Cole by Mary Wynn Farm. On my own linen. I dyed this linen, tea and coffee, 36 count, with some leftover threads. Actually, it's silks, some leftover colors. I just love it. And I substituted my name for Emmeline Cole because the artist, Mary Wynn Farm, I forgot her name, but Mary Wynn Farm, she decided that you could do this. In fact, sent letters that you can put in. So I put my own name there. And because my name didn't take up the top, I just took some buttons and put them up there. Some stars. This is going to be a pillow. I need to find the right fabric. It's got to be very old-fashioned looking fabric. And some antique lace that's really a little on the grungy side, the yellowish, old-looking lace around it, probably as a I don't know what to call it, edging of some sort. It's just going to be a lovely pillow. There is an error on here. The border didn't match up. I have no idea what I did. The bottom line with that is big deal. On many of the antique samplers, there are tons of errors. These were kids that did it. If you put a lot of time and effort into it, you certainly didn't want to redo. And the errors sometimes are put into the finished product. So you can buy charts by known designers that have purposefully put errors in them because they're being true to the original sampler. Therefore, errors are okay. I just made it work. And once it's a pillow, you'll never see it. That's one finish. Okay. My second finish, I do have stuff matched up for it. May you never be too old to search the skies. And once again, somebody bought the chart from me, so I really don't know, I don't remember who did this. This is awful. I should really write this down. Let's see. I know I have it on my page because I post all my finishes on the Vintage Cross Stitch Niche page. So now I got to go back and see what I got. I post so many things that who knows. Here we go. No, I thought we had it. I just posted it without the name of the designer. So I always do. I always want to give the designer credit. Always, because I think it's unfair not to do that. Actually, I posted this many times, but I did not put the name of the designer. How is that possible? Let's go back and back. I had plenty of people posting on this, thank God. Here we go. Let's see. This is funny. Here we go. Needle Bling Designs Christmas Eve Ride. Now let's show you this again. Needle Bling Designs, Christmas Eve Ride. The stitching on, this is 40 count. The stitching came out perfect. I'm very, very pleased. The colors are beautiful. I don't know if they show up. These are all called for colors. And this is R&R 40 count chestnut. Isn't that pretty? I think that came out so nice. This is going to be a pillow with this green check backing. I hope it shows up as green. I think it does. Green check backing and this dark forest green check lace around the edge. I think it's going to be an awesome pillow. So that's my second near finish. My Christmas sampler from Margaret and Margaret is still at the finisher. I was going to pick it up, and what happened is there was a little fold in an area that I was unhappy with, so I wanted them to fix it and pull off the frame. And they did. I just haven't been down to the cross-stitch cupboard to pick it up. Also, I have another Christmas sampler, that was the theme the past few months, that is being put in my antique frame, and I don't know when that's going to be done. So hopefully that's done soon. Now to show you what I'm working on currently. Let me find, it's BG 1874. It's magnificent. I've had this for about a year. I started working on it and there were major errors in the chart. And when I mean major, I mean some of the symbols were duplicated. So you had two of the same symbol with two different colors. I contacted Samplers Not Forgotten, and she sent me a whole new chart because there was an error that had been fixed, and I didn't get it. I didn't have the fixed copy. So I destroyed the other copy, and now I have this. The called for fabric is 36 count Lakeside Buttercream. I'm doing this on 40 count Lakeside Vintage Buttercream and all called for silks. I have finally gotten organized and started using rings. And some of the silks that don't come on with a card, I've just put on a little card that I have. I just open them. The colors are just lovely. And here's what I've done so far. I'm going to hold it this way, and there's a reason. Actually, which is the top? I marked. Yep, that's top. Isn't that purple pretty? I haven't really done a tremendous amount, but this is 40 count. It takes a while. Vintage Buttercream is just a beautiful color, and 40 count is pleasure. I had to wait months to get this in. Nobody had it. 123 Stitch had 36 count Vintage Buttercream, and I did buy a half yard of that. It's no longer there because most of the vintage colors are now sold out, which I have, but I wanted to do this on 40 count. This is a very wide sampler, and I would have had to have a frame that was not only this wide, but would have been really wide, and that's very hard to work on. So I am working the sampler on its side. So this is the way it's supposed to go, right? But I'm actually working it on its side, which is a little bit of a pain because some of the symbols look different on their sides. So I have to be very careful to put it up the right way and see what the symbol is and then turn it on its side. But it's, or I guess I could use the key on its side. Well, I don't know. I'm just doing it. I'm just figuring it out. This is going to be so beautiful when it's done, and I'm just dying as I work on this. I love it so much, and I love the colors, and everything about it that I don't want to put it down. So, also working on Harriet Salt. I didn't pull her out. I do have more done, and I'm working on that in between. It's all red, so there was something about this, and as soon as I got the fabric, I'm waiting so long, I thought, oh, I got to start that. So now I'm working on 2 items. BG 1874 by Samplers Not Forgotten on 40 count vintage buttercream by Lakeside with an array of silks. There's all kinds of brands here of beautiful colored silks. One of the nicest things I've ever worked on. New acquisitions. I'm going to show you the vintage stuff first. I got the most interesting thing. Let me see if I can show this to you. Hold on. I'm going to come over here because I can't hold them all. So just wait one second as I turn my camera around. There we go. These are canisters. And look at here. They're all cross-stitch themed canisters. 4 of them. They're not perfect condition. They're crazed, but they look gorgeous. I put them on the piano, as you can see, and I'm just going to figure out what to put in them. So supplies, who knows? I have to organize myself better. And if you want to look for these, I went on eBay and Etsy trying to find them, and I couldn't, but this is who makes them. Oops, sorry. Made in Japan. Brandywine Art. They're called Home Sweet Home. But they're magnificent. I mean, the chance of finding an intact set of 4, I did find these at a thrift store, and they were, for the full set, maybe $15. Not cheapy, not that cheap, but certainly well worth 15 bucks. How cool. Just to show you, I just want to show you one thing while I'm over here is, I bought this a few months ago, this absolutely beautiful tray, and so far it's sitting on top of my piano with an array of different finished pillows and projects. I just love the way these look for display. You could do the same thing with big bowls, with anything. Alright, so let's go back to the couch. I gotta sit down. I don't edit these videos, just to let you know, it's just too much work for me. But I had to show you those. Those are awesome. So that's one of my vintage finds. The other one I got for free. I got this for free. My husband stopped at a yard sale and was looking at it, and the lady told him to take it. It's just an old angel box. And it's got a little rust on it. But it's so pretty, and you can easily put a beautiful little finish in here and, you know, sit it on your shelf. This is just so pretty. Don't know anything about it. It's got some age. Who knows? But got that one for free. My husband picked that up at a garage sale. All right, now to show you some acquisitions. First acquisition is, this is the Kindred Spirits Club Kit. And this always comes with, it's from Heartstring Samplery, but that's not who does the club kit. Dying to Stitch. They always give you a, like a whole bunch of literature when they send you these. And the club kit is by Heartstring Samplery called Some Gave It All. It's got the same theme with these 2 little houses. I mean, I keep thinking with the 2 houses and the patriotic theme, and then some gave it all, the Twin Towers. I'm pretty sure that's not what she meant, but that's what I mean. I'm a New Yorker by birth, which means you always have New York in you. I'm a Floridian now. I've been here for 24 years. But every time I see something patriotic with two stacks, two towers, two something, and this is two gables, I think Twin Towers. I did the other one as a giveaway, actually. It was very generous of me, I will tell you that, because these are not cheap, but I'm just kidding. But I did the other one as a giveaway, and this one I am going to do. Mainly, it's not only does it have some gave all, it's got a black flag. Like, black is death. There's a lot of symbolism in this, so this one's going to be done. And what's so awesome about this is you get all of your threads on this nice card, of course with Dying to Stitch on it. And you get the fabric, and you get the finishing fabric. Look how pretty it is, the black. And this is some, I don't know, I'm not sure exactly what this is for. It's some sort of wool trim, I guess. It's so beautiful. See, this fabric, I love these fabrics. I gotta find out where people get them, because these are perfect fabrics for what I like to do. This is new, Veterans Day at Twin Gables. So it is supposed to be some death. It is supposed to be some gave it all. And they've got the Twin Gables, which Heartstring Samplery, who's her name, Beth Twist. She is, or Beth, I think her name is. She lives in the Pacific Northwest. I don't think she's ever identified as being a New Yorker, although for the Twin Towers, just being American, just being a human, I think you can identify with it. But when you're from New York and born there, and actually my brother and my sister live there still. I have two sisters that live there and a brother. I have a lot of New York identity, and I grew up going to the Twin Towers. In fact, when I was a child, I remember the Twin Towers being built. I have eaten numerous times at the restaurant that was on the top. It was a revolving restaurant called Windows of the World, and that was a huge treat. I went with my school club. We had a club at school, and nerdy me, it was a library club, go figure, but we went with the club to eat there. And I didn't grow up in New York City. I grew up about a 30-minute train ride, about an hour drive, but about a 30-minute train ride outside of New York City. So I look at this and I can't stop thinking about that. Anyway, that's new. This is new. It's called, once again, little kit. I love these kits. This one is called The Sewing Sampler by Not Forgotten Farm. You gotta see it. It's awesome. You know, there's too much glare. This one's broken. I'm gonna pull it out anyway. It's already open. But here you go. Isn't that awesome? It's really awesome. My linen is my soil, my needle is my plow. And it comes with 30 count weeks tin roof. It comes with all of your full skeins of beautiful threads. Came with tin roof. And what really did it for me was this fabric. You have to see it. It's so cute. Some of the nicest fabric I've ever seen. I love it. So I can't wait to do this one. This is a small one, and I like to do small ones in between because sometimes it takes forever to do these large pieces. So I'm excited about this. I just couldn't believe, you know, I found it. A lot of these I find on Etsy and eBay. I just scour it and I look, you know, I'll just be like waiting in between patients or even worse in between surgeries, which sometimes I could be sitting around for 45 minutes, an hour or longer if they're delayed. And, you know, there's a little lounge area. You can watch TV and have a beverage or a snack. But I'll be on my phone looking at needlework. And I scour it and look for these things. Some I pay more than I should, and some I pay a lot less than I should, so it evens out. But I love these unusual little kits because they're just not available anymore. So that's one. Here's another one I found. I think I already showed you this one. I believe I already showed you this. This is Stacy Nash Primitive's Country Sampler Sewing Pouch. In fact, I know I showed it to you, so. Here's another new one. This one is called All Dolled Up by Little House Needleworks. The font of Little House Needleworks has changed, so I'm sure that this is not new, but look how cute that is. It's a pear sampler, a little mini sampler. And it comes with some sort of, and it comes with everything you need. It comes with fabric. Now it isn't the most interesting fabric, so I could easily, it's just a cream fabric. I could easily tea dye this fabric. Some DMC, a needle, and some sort of, I don't know, these are beads. I don't know where beads go in here. But look how cute. All dolled up. I don't know why they call this all dolled up. It's called Pear Tree. I think that's just the name of our series. It's called Pear Tree by Little House Needleworks. It's really cute. I got this one. I showed this on my the Vintage Cross Stitch Niche website. This one is called Patriotic Poppies by Brenda Gervais. It is a complete kit. It's hard to find this. It's hard to find the kit. Impossible to find the kit. It's really hard to find even the chart. It's not a commonly found chart. But look how cute it is. But wait till you see what this kit comes with. It comes with fabulous Picture This Plus fabric, which is doubloon. Doubloon. Some sort of felt, and I'm not sure what you do with that yet. And then all of these beautiful colors. A lot of the kits used to come with entire skeins. So this is awesome. Another, and of course you probably won't even use all this. This is how I end up with leftovers, is I end up getting I have tons of leftover threads because I'll get them in kits or I'll buy them for a project and not use them all and have plenty for later. But this is awesome. This one is from Prim Sisters. The Prim Sisters is another club kit. I'm not a part of this club, and I just found this randomly. And this says Winter Journal cover. It's so cute. What sold me on this is the fabric that it comes with. Let me show you. I mean, this is thick. It comes with so much stuff. Exciting, right? So let's delve in here. Comes with DMC. Okay. It comes with some some sort of dyed fabric. Actually, it's got a fringe to it. I don't know if that's on purpose. It might be. And look at all this beautiful finishing fabric it comes with. I love the red one. What a great kit. I am going to finish this one myself. I did not finish the last one, which I should have. But I'm going to finish this one if I get to it, when I get to it. I'll get to all of it eventually. I'm on a supply buying diet right now because I have too much. That's how I have enough for giveaways. So that's new. And once again, it's called Prim Sisters Winter Journal cover by Primitive what? I'm not sure who the, you can read that. I thought it was Stacy Nash, but it's not. Primitive something, but anyway, it's a club kit. This is a Stacy Nash kit. It's called Country Sampler Heart Needlebook. Small, cute, not too hard to finish. And once again, it's a kit. And it comes with everything you need to finish it. Your fabric, some DMC, and some finishing fabric. This is a weird, I look at this and it's brown. I thought it was blue, but it's brown. Can you see that? This wouldn't take very long at all. The finishing is going to take longer than everything else. But as you can see, I haven't even opened these. I know. Next is one I've never heard of. This is called the Bellflower Quaker Sampler by Little, Cynthia Bradford. It's gorgeous. I don't like the glare, so let's open it. And I mean, it's just magnificent. Look. That's a beautiful sampler. And this whole kit came with quite a large piece of dyed linen. I mean, this is gotta be a 1/4 yard, yeah. It's a 1/4 yard of dyed linen. Let's see if I can figure out what it is. Smells, looks like R&R. Looks like R&R. Let's see what it says. I have to delve into this. R&R linen, it is. 35 count espresso. R&R espresso. So that's what this is. And then it comes with a bunch of DMC and also some overdyes. So just a bunch of thread. What a beautiful, a absolutely beautiful kit. Now, this is an example. I paid for this kit the price of probably what I would have paid for just a piece of linen, maybe even less. And it came with the chart and everything. Ready to do. I mean, this is a back burner project. I have a lot of other stuff I want to do, but just awesome. I showed these this morning, and I already had people come to me and text me and tell me they want it. Luck of the draw, just happened to see this. Very hard to find R&R fabrics. Both of these are 1/4 yard pieces. 1/4 yard, usable 1/4 yards because they're both serged. This one is 30 count witch's brew. It's orangey. Impossible to find. Not made anymore. Some of these came with Blackbird Designs kits, and many of the Blackbird Designs used some of these. So this is Witch's Brew. And the other one is another one used in R&R Designs. It's called Mockingbird. And I think that was 30 count. I think this is 28. Yes. 28 count Mockingbird. It's got a pin in it, so I'll just show you the color. Just a taupey color, but let me take the pin out. Just a taupey color with a lot of variegation. The newer R&R is, does have a stain on it. Just on the edge, it's not going to matter. The newer R&R is very, what's the word? It's very uniform. I couldn't think of the word. Very uniform. So it's not as nice as some of this older stuff, which has a lot more just character to me. So but that was new. I think I showed you these. These are just some I got in a lot. If I showed you these, I apologize. I got these in a lot, meaning somebody was selling a bunch of charts, so the price was ridiculously cheap, so I just bought them. This is Lily Violet, Jingle Bells All the Way. Fabulous. This one's New York Dreamer, Frosty Night. I've done a New York Dreamer. This one is Le Jardin des Neiges. I've never heard of it, but it's Come On Monde. Look how cute that is, with the owl. Another Stacey Nash, Elizabeth Tomplin sampler pin keep. Home Springs Eternal by Shakespeare's Peddler. Reflex de Soie, Heloise Cornu, 1896. I'm going to open this. The reason is the colors are magnificent. It's a lot of purple in it. What a amazing sampler. And finally, from the Sampler Company, Brenda Keys. This one is called Red House Sampler. Once again, magnificent. I apologize if I showed these already. I got these a little, not that long ago, but I might have showed in my last video or the video before. But I didn't remember, so I figured I'd show you again. Shall we do the giveaway? Let's do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. I have to go to YouTube, and I've got to go to my inbox. Let's see. If I haven't answered anybody, I try to answer them, but if I haven't, it just means I've been crazy busy. I had 628 views.
To the cross stitch cover.
Okay, so what we're going to do is copy the link. Now here's the deal with the giveaways. I did pick a giveaway the last time, and nobody contacted me to let me know that it was them that had that it was their giveaway. So I was a little, I was like, I can't be searching after people to, I'm just making sure nobody put it in the comments, or you'd think, I told them how to contact me. You can contact me on, all you have to do is go to my,
to the cross stitch cover.
Go to my Facebook page, the Vintage Cross Stitch Niche, and announce yourself or say something. It says comments have moved. Where are the comments? Go to comments. See if I can find them. How do I not have comments? Go to comments. Oh, here we go. And sharing, good to see you, blah, blah, blah. I answered most of these. There's one or two I didn't, but I answered most of these. Yeah, the person did not at all tell me. So anyway, I'm going to do the same giveaway. It's an awesome giveaway. This is a kit by Chessie and me. This was the giveaway from last time because the person never contacted me, so therefore I can't do it. So please contact me if you're the winner. Obviously, if you're watching, you'll know. And this comes with threads, a thread, dyed fabric. It looks like tin roof to me, actually. Dyed fabric. A John James needle, the box, and everything that obviously the pattern, everything you need to make this kit. So Oh, had to pause there because I had to get, this is going to be for next time, sorry. That was what somebody did not win. This is what was the last video. This is the Stacy Nash Primitives Beautiful Kit. That is the giveaway. So I'm going to pick that now. Almost did that wrong. So let me go to random comment picker from YouTube. And let's go on there. Got it. Let's do random comment picker. Okay, here we go. Paste. And get YouTube comments. And let's start. Let's see who has won the Stacy Nash kit. Well, you've won it as long as you contact me to get it. And it says here, Lorraine S.Z. I think I'll get a flu shot. Glad you're on the mend. The best gift I've ever received was my engagement ring from my first husband. Since he is deceased, I've passed my ring on to my son, who will be proposing to his girlfriend this Christmas. Thanks. Lorraine S.Z. Please contact me on the Vintage Cross Stitch niche. The best way is to actually post something that says I'm the winner, okay? Or to find me, I'm Natalie Willis. You can certainly find me and send me a message on Instant Messenger. I cannot get messages through YouTube. It's very difficult, so I hope somebody finds me, okay? So Miss Lorraine SC, congratulations. You just won this great kit. This is the gift for next time. I almost messed that up. This is the gift for next time. The way you enter is by stating so below. And, how about it's the new year? What's your New Year's resolution? So just answer that below and you can be entered for the random drawing for the next video. Once again, this is a great kit. All right. So now that we got that done, I'm going to show you something very special. Lucy Beam made me this project bag. She asked me how big I wanted it. She made it out of perfect vintage cross-stitch niche material. Look how cute that is. The inside is a coordinating vintage material. The closer is a button, a big vintage button. I love it. It's big enough that I can put a roller frame in here. Very, very pleased with this. So Lucy Beam made this for me. She sold it to me, and she does sell them. So I know she does some custom work, and when she gets around to it, she does make beautiful project bags. So thank you, Lucy Beam, for making this. It's awesome. This was what was so special. Next, I'm going to show you some magazines. We have this old magazine. I have made some pot holders. I'll show you the one I've made, which is none of the ones. These are all from the 50s and 60s, put out by J.P. Coates. And all I can tell you is that these are the cutest thing ever, and you can use them. There are people that actually collect the pot holders that those have made. And they're all crocheted, which is what I like to do. I'm trying to find one I made. I may not have made one from this book. And they're all black and white inside, of course. But obviously that would look even better if we had it in color. But these are great. You can find these little booklets on eBay, and they're quick and easy projects. I think this one's supposed to be asparagus. I have others, and there's a Christmas one I did, and I did make some more. My kitchen is a mess because we're putting in a new cooktop, a new electrical, and it's a whole big thing. So I looked for my pot holder, but I was like, I don't know which box I put it in. So I just wanted to share these with you. If you've ever thought about doing crochet and you want a quick and easy project, find these. They're not made anymore, and I use pot holders every day, so I love them. Next, we have the latest issue of Just cross stitch, so I figured I'd go through this with you. This issue's okay. I'll show you what I mean. There's some real pretty things in here. This is officially January and February. They have some flowers of the month. It's one of their new series. And I think these are awfully cute. Quick, small. You can make these with leftover threads. So those are the flowers of the month they showed. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, Pam Lewis and Sue Rome of Praiseworthy Stitches. So those are awfully cute. This one is called Birds in Snowflakes by Evokia Nikolaeva. And I actually saw one of these done and they're awesome. You can't see that, so let me show you them individually. That's real pretty. Let's see if I can go to the other ones. Here's the second one. These are beautiful. And here's the third one. Cardinals. At the Cross Stitch Niche, Mary made one of these. And I posted it on my Facebook page. It's great. It's great. And she doesn't really tell you what kind of fabric does she say? Pewter. And she says Aida. These are all made on Aida. But you can make them on anything. Here's another one called Warm Winter Wishes by Pickle Barrel Designs. And it's got a llama or alpaca in it. That seems to be very popular nowadays. Very cute. Here is one called Franny Ritter Designs, called Gently Drifting. Quite a bit of, it's all back stitching in here. It is pretty, it's pretty fabric it's done on. At least the fabric isn't white, but it is Aida, Blissful Sky. Woodland Sunset, I thought this was really pretty as well. Done on antique white Aida from Zweigart. There's nothing wrong with that, it's real pretty. Okay. This one's called Tasty Winter Treats by Anna Pavluk. Once again, a lot of back stitching. This one's called Little Friends Under Snow. I really do like the Petit Point Belfast linen that this is on. You can buy that. And I love the squirrel. I love squirrels except when they're eating my mangoes and most recently my avocados. That's awfully cute. I like that. The fabric really makes that. This one is called Cabin in the Woods. So I make these ornament-like things. It's a little after Christmas, but these can be put up all year. I think this is gorgeous. I love little mountaintops in the back. Such a pretty color. Cabin in the Woods. And this is by, did I say, Tiny Modernist. With, on ash gray, Annabelle fabric. I don't know what Annabelle fabric is. I'm assuming it's like Joblin of some sort. This one is Linda Jenkins called Winter Chorus. Fabric is sort of boring that this is on, but you can do this on any fabric. The color's pretty. I think it's very cute. Fabric is 14 count oatmeal Aida. But it would look even much better. They have a sampler called Butterflies and Bees by Julia Lucas. And they give you 2 pieces of it. You can see all that's empty, and then they give you the 2 pieces of it. So it's a series. And they're going to give you more pieces as you go along. This one's called Steel Rose by Hand Blessings. This is a very pretty picture this plus Aida. It's rare that they use picture this plus in here. That's new. It's pretty. This is Rose Mandela, done on natural cashel linen. There's nothing wrong. I like natural linen and I like cashel linen. This is really pretty, by Dream Studio, Threaded Dream Studio. That's really pretty. I like the finish. I like it like it's in a tray of some sort. This is a nice magazine, actually. I'm pleased with this. Here's this Cornu by Nancy Waller of Faithworks. And I think that's a fob. This is Rose Wreath Monogram Set. Who is this by? I have no idea. There's a lot of stuff in here. Elizabeth Spurlock. Once again, I think it looks like it's done on a box. It's pretty roses. What a nice gift, though, that would make for somebody with their initial. And this is done on Antique White Ada. This is Golden Wings Roses by Alessa Novahilova. I do butcher that name, I'm sorry. Golden Wings. My daughter would like that. She likes stuff like that. Simple. 1958. I don't know why it's 1958. There's got to be some symbolism there. Mary Tapper 1832 Reproduction Sampler by Historic Handworks. This is nice because they do have the original sampler. They do have the stitched reproduction, which is pretty spot on. It's nice. Okay. Then they have a Needle Art and Education that talks about this sampler, which I think is awesome. Some of the detail in this sampler is real pretty. Look at that on the bottom, the flowers, the colors. Unusual. And apparently the sampler, the making of a sampler, this is from England. It's an English sampler. Hardanger Valentine Card by Roz What Nemo Designs. Getting into Valentine. Hardanger. Talking about the Christmas Ornament Design Contest, just to let you know, you could enter. I'm not entering, but that you could. This is the Be Mine tag by Roveris. It's very cute. And it's a gift tag for your Valentine's Day present. Cute. With the two little hives, I think that's really cute. Double hive. Here's the Valentine's Heart by Lana Randolph. I think this is very cute. Nice pink fabric. It's on pink Ada, but you can do this on anything. That literally would take you no time at all. And I like the way they finished it with the lace there. That's awesome. That's a very nice finish. With the pink buttons, it's great. I mean, this is a nice magazine. I haven't been happy with all these magazines, and this one's great. Dreaming of Love by Elizabeth Spurlock. If you like figures. And Hearts in a Row by Jennifer Rodriguez of Always Time to Stitch. Once again, quite a bit of back stitching on this. It's a little bag. It's really chock full. Are we done? I think we are. Okay. Last but not least, let's read from something different, A Tale of Two Cities. It could be our literature series. This is by Charles Dickens. A wonderful book. This is an old version. I found this in a thrift store, and it's got these really interesting plates. Let's see what year my book is from. Does it not even say? MCM. I don't know. A Tale of Two Cities. Chapter 1. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Very, very famous line. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness, it was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. It was a season of light, it was a season of darkness, it was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair. We had everything before us, we had nothing before us. We were all going direct to heaven, we were all going direct the other way. In short, the period was so far like the present period that some of the noisiest authorities insisted on its being received for good and for evil in its superlative degree of comparison only. There were a king with a large jaw and a queen with a plain face on the throne of England. There were a king with a large jaw and a queen of a fair face on the throne of France. In both countries it was clearer than crystal to the lords of the state, preserves of loaves and fishes, that things in general were settled forever. It was the year of our Lord 1775. Spiritual revelations were conceded to England at that favored period, as at this. So it starts out, his writing is impeccable. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. So basically they're saying everything was great. Everything was great. This is about the French Revolution. If you had money, everything was great. Everything was great to be living, to have it all, to have power, to have things, to have wealth. But everything wasn't really great because brewing beneath the surface was the French Revolution. The way he writes is just so magnificent, that I just read it and it's perfect. In both countries it was clearer than crystal to the lords of the state, preserves of loaves and fishes, that things in general were settled forever, meaning they thought everything was going to be great forever. Anyway, that's how it starts. So hoping to read through this a little bit with you and give you, maybe people haven't really had exposure to Dickens and some good literature and so forth, and really and get into it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody's support, and till next time, from my home to yours, keep stitching.